Hey there, seafood lovers. Welcome back to Blogging Good Food, your go-to destination for all things delicious. I'm Hannah, and today we are diving into a topic that's bound to keep your seafood cravings satisfied: how to properly freeze oysters. Whether you have just enjoyed a bountiful oyster haul or stumbled upon a fantastic deal at the market, freezing these ocean gems is a fantastic way to make sure you always have a taste of the sea ready to go. So, let's roll up our sleeves and learn the art of freezing oysters step by step. Method 1. Our first method is called flash freezing. This method is perfect if you want to freeze oysters individually to prevent them from sticking together. Step 1. Place the oysters on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Step 2. Make sure the oysters are spread out and not touching each other. Step 3. Place the baking sheet in the freezer and let it freeze for about 2 hours or until the oysters are solid. Step 4. Once frozen, transfer the oysters to a freezer-safe bag or airtight container. Step 5. Label the bag or container with the date and contents. Step 6. Return the oysters to the freezer where they can be stored for up to 3 months. Method 2. Our second method is freezing oysters in liquid. This method helps to maintain the oysters' moisture and flavor. Step 1. Prepare a mixture of water and salt in a ratio of 3 cups of water to 1 tablespoon of salt. Step 2. Place the shucked oysters into a freezer-safe container, leaving some space for expansion. Step 3. Pour the salt water mixture over the oysters, making sure they are fully submerged. Step 4. Seal the container tightly and label it with the date and contents. Step 5. Place the container in the freezer and the oysters will stay fresh for up to 3 months. Method 3. Our final method is freezing oysters while they are still in the shell. This method is great if you want to keep the oysters' natural juices intact. Step 1. Clean the oyster shells thoroughly, removing any dirt or debris. Step 2. Place the oysters back in their shells. Step 3. Arrange the shelled oyster on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Step 4. Place the baking sheet in the freezer for about 2 hours or until the oysters are solid. Step 5. Once frozen, transfer the oysters to a freezer-safe bag or airtight container. Step 6. Label the bag or container with the date and contents. Step 7. Return the oysters to the freezer where they can be stored for up to 3 months. Before we say goodbye, I want to remind you that experimenting with freezing oysters opens up a world of culinary possibilities. Whether it's a hearty chowder or an elegant pasta, your frozen oysters will be your secret ingredient for exceptional dishes. For more kitchen inspiration and insights, visit blogginggoodfood.com.